moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Bouaka only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I will praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political norms. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Bouaka
the Unity Party government, the misrules, the Janjaweed style of leaderships have led our country to what it is today. We are frustrated and disappointed. But again, my name is Eddie Trawale. As everyone may know, I'm the National Vice Chairman for Political Affairs of the Youth League, and I'm excited and ecstatic to be one of our co-hosts on these very, very big platforms. This is a platform that is very informative, that is very educative, and is worth listening to. Because men who has the poise and the intellectual capacity are then opportune to converge on this one umbrella to dispel the rumors and misinformations, to unleash the undiluted facts to the Liberian people, that the manner and functions in which Mr. Bouaka and his gang of criminals, his gang of thieves, are proceeding with the country must be erected. I was astonished and disappointed when I saw the video yesterday with a mental ill man was gunned down, face gunned down, with more than 8 bullets to eliminate his life by the instructions of Mr. Gregory Coleman and Mr. Bouaka. It reminded me about the days of Mr. Tito. It reminded me about the days of the 1980. It reminded me about the days of the 1989. It reminded me about the days of the 2003 war, where we experienced the gross assassinations and executions of Liberians, instigated and organized by Mr. Gregory Coleman, Mr. Bouaka, and the rest of the other rebel leaders that is in the Unity Party government. Labrona have retrogressed. I'm a professional criminal justice practitioner. By professions, I'm a criminal justice actor. I'm a paralegal. I read criminal justice up to the highest level, the highest standard. I got a bachelor's in criminal justice. I worked within the criminal justice cycle for more than 7 years. I also obtained a master's in criminal justice. I'm not doing another master's in criminal justice policy reform proceedings at Penn State University. So I know how law enforcement operate. I know how we're supposed to operate in terms of the executions of order and the dispense of law enforcement responsibility. First and foremost, the police have cardinal responsibility is to protect life and property. This fundamental responsibility of the police should not be abrogated by whatever mandate and form. It should not be abrogated. In an instant case, if a person is mentally ill, if you read on criminology, it will tell you that a man who lacks the mens in corporea sane, the mental capacity to comprehend right or wrong, cannot be held liable for his action, simply because he lacks the comprehension, he lacks the capacity to know the difference between good, bad, right, or wrong. He lacks that capacity. So the doctrines of criminology says that in that situation, he or she cannot be held liable. So what criminology does? Criminology brought in psychologists. One of the major psychologists in criminal justice analysis reform is called Emmett Duncan. He's a sociologist and a psychologist as well. He say an increase in propensity gave rise to social ill. A criminal behavior is a necessary social behavior. These actions are necessary in society for us to identify the ambiguity of how society are run. But now to the situations. Under the situations, the man is mentally ill. Mental ill person must not be held liable. What do you do in a situation as a criminal justice practitioner and a law enforcement actor? There are steps in which you proceed in dealing with that kind of situation. One,
You from the ceremony, and we come down to let's go ahead. Let's hear from you, Mama. What do you make of it?
Yeah, Prince, on Saturday, I was just experiencing tears of joy,
Oh.
to see my comrades,
Ah.
allies, leaders, the zeal, the reawakening spirit, the 2017 spirit I saw this on Saturday. It took my mind to 2005 when we just became a political party, when Liberians were eager to experience this new leadership that came in, to see that reliving itself after close to 20 years later. I'm so proud. And one of the moments I really took away was to see a disabled comrade of mine going to the stage to present his own contribution regardless of the situation, the hardship in the country at this moment. Prince, it was more than anything I could ask for. You know, it was more than anything I could ask for. You could see in coconut trees. There's one in the CDC. You can see such memorable events like this. At the end of the day, we are sitting hit to the other side. The people won't come outside to compare nobody. So I cried. They're going weekend. They said, "Tambe, it finished. It finished. Let's just leave it." But they say, you shameless. But Prince, thank you to the seditions. Thank you to the partisans of the People Revolution. Thank you to our leader, George Manewia, for the level of leadership he has shown us for the past 20 years. He has hold us down, and we have
the number that Joseph Boakai has now, okay, Napu, since he became president of the Republic of Liberia, that number will be, and it will be as if to say Georgia was launching his campaign.
Thank you so very kindly. Let's move on to our own brother Jacobs. Where are we with the 18? Is everything on course, or is it something else?
Sherry, I think everything is on course, right? You see, unity parties or political institutions have always lived on propaganda, and those who follow political history will be able to draw the analysis. I'll take two major points from this statement, right? Unity parties are political parties who lack political originality and always do political plagiarism or mirroring. In the short is that they're copied. When you read the 1985-84 Constitution, they may not even have a wing called militant wing or whatever. But after the CDC formation have this unit, you check the recent Constitution just being better. So when you compare all two, it's different. They also, when anytime CDC come out with real revolutionary grassroots quote and song, where Thomas Sankara said in 87 Redemption, that the political song push a revolutionary people to change the contradiction necessary. So CDC is the only party that form a real political song that go for power of mobilization, that go for emotional political connections, that go for public political energy, and also challenge the political status quo. If you look at CDC, that is the political party. When you just march in front of the horse, any donor setup will believe they want to walk in CDC fan, even walk in a unity party fan. Any street, because that is political, emotional area. But unity party try to have the level propaganda. Before I get to my second point, they have a propaganda on job creation. They said no job, they're trying to do mobile money. 2 years gone, there is no policy form for job creation. When you talk, they say you're against. And this is just one thing with too dangerous. I told people from the beginning, when a political party, Nami said that, Kwame Nkrumah said that, when a political party manage the government for more than 15 years, when they come back for dirty revenge. And that's what we see. So they just live on mere propaganda. They told you job creation propaganda, no job. And they said they had huge propaganda on drugs. And get me clear, and I make the thing every day clear to the people about the drugs issue. That's what you campaign on. 1997, the war brought drugs. When Unity Party took over 2005, the open avenue for drugs. CDC never knew where drugs coming from. They tried to challenge it. They couldn't make it instead. They leave on power. Those were the original people of drugs coming now in power, so it will get scattered everywhere. You have to understand how things started, how things going. Tell you know where the problem coming from. That was just mere propaganda. They already opened the system, and CDC know how to control the system. Now they come out of power, the system reopen. You have to understand where it is coming from. Mere propaganda. But I can say to you today, it's the same mere propaganda. Why you think we launching party, they want to launch party? It's the same political mirroring. Why we want to find militant, you don't want to find it? Why when CDC see political revolutionary song, they are more they can find it? Because this is the mass video education. I've seen somebody posting, and I can say to the people every day God said in my life, CDC is the only stronger grassroots political party with single-minded intellectual revolutionary change the contradiction of our people. I tell somebody say, if you Unity Party smart, let's do competitive analysis. Bring the education credential, bring our president education credential. Bring George, bring Joa Howard Taylor CV, bring Con-CV. Bring the Minister of Youth and Sport, bring our me. Bring the Minister of Education, bring our own. Bring the speaker of our time and bring citizens and speaker for nothing. That people do competitive analysis on clear academic ascendancy. And so we're strong. All the things just mirroring. So I can say it's propaganda and citizens in the gear for redemption on October 18th.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Honorable Boema JV Boema, the destruction of the CDC headquarters, the propaganda of the Unity Party breach is passing overhead, so therefore you can't build. You on the roll, the place for one man. Let's hear from you, sir.
You know, let's go back to history. 2023, we went to an election. Unity Party and the CDC. The Unity Party won that election narrowly with 1%. 1%. They won with less than 16,000 votes, less than 17,000 votes. Now, the Unity Party know fully well how they won that election. We don't want to go into details. They are simply the angry winners. The Unity Party is afraid. They know very well they've made a lot of promises that they are yet to fulfill. They promised to alleviate poverty. Today they have multiplied poverty. They promised to create jobs. Today we have the highest number of unemployed people in Liberia. They promised to end the issue of salary disparity. Today we have it all happening under the watchful eyes of BOAKAI'S. Now, the Unity Party know come 2029, their main focus will be how can we be able to overdo or to undo what happened in 2023. There's only one political party that stands before us, and that political party is the CDC. So what can we do? Let us do all we can within our powers to ensure that the CDC become a history. That there will be no political party in the Republic of Liberia called the CDC. So the first thing they did was to ensure that the CDC headquarters, that iconic building, a historic structure that have lived, and even the evil matters that live 10 years, the CDC headquarters could not go.
Where is the harmonization you say you have undone? Harmonization say permeate the corridor. You say you increase teacher salary. Teacher salaries have not been increased yet. You said you will increase the civil service salary everywhere. Teachers, nothing has happened. Next, as you saw during the election, you harmonize my pay, I will harmonize your vote. That group you saw was an amalgamation of different sectors of our society, different segments of our society, different demography of our society. Because every demography of our society has been affected by Mr. BOAKAI'S misrule. Every segment of our society, the pimping boys, they pay their money for headmen. The pimping boys, they pay their money for insurance. They were supposed to apply the major skills of Morovia to make living. They have been deprived of making their daily living, Mr. Jake. These people have been deprived. So the assembly you saw there, Mr. Prince Cherie, was an assembly of Liberian people amalgamating in mass to say enough is enough. That was a group of people that when they go outside the protest, they always beat them. So they say, okay, wait a second. We'll wait until our groundbreaking. Saying they always unleashing police to beat us. When we go protest peacefully, they can beat us. We will use a groundbreaking ceremony and sing a strong singer
a message to the government that this government did not win overwhelmingly. This government won with less than 1% of the vote, pitiful 20+% vote. But this government has been arrogant. At the DEA, the government has failed to fight drugs. At the police, they have failed to honor the rules of engagement. They kill people sporadically and indiscriminately. They just open arms at people, kill armed robbery everywhere. Police is not acting. Police brutality is everywhere. Corruption, lack of accountability. His gangsters, he's shooting his official. Patrick wanna make $3,000. His generator makes $3,000. So that group you saw, it was a group that is saying nothing has changed. Things are still the same.
In all of the counties. Let's hear from you, sir.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Prince. Unfortunately, we've been through a network challenge, and that's why we've been through the break. But I'm excited to be in conversation with this this great Discord. And when men are converging, when victory is at a point of when there is a trajectory of victory, you can see men with courage converging on a one AMIC to confront the Unity Party dissidents. And I'm excited that a brother Berman, JB Berman, a brother that we have a very long political record and history. He have come back, he have realized that the Unity Party have desperately performed, and he have seen reason that we can reconverge the forces to ensure that the Liberian people can be liberated from the desperate death squads of the Unity Party government. Again, I'm not surprised. That have been the normal chicaneries of the Unity Party. Mr. Barker and the Unity Party have always been dancing to their normal chicaneries and the mere political, the political bluff. Over the years, Unity Party have succeeded with propaganda, mis and disinformation, and many Liberians have got to realize that the Unity Party does not offer well for them. They have got to realize that the Unity Party does not offer well for them. The statistics have been proving over the time that Unity Party served 12 years in governance. They have not demonstrated any clear roadmap of economic transformation. The Liberian people are still in paralysis. When Mr. President Weah took over the country, you could see a clear development. You could see a clear economic shift, economic political paradigms. It was clearly demonstrated by the CDC-led government. But again, it is the Unity Party that we are talking about. Because the CDC have said to the Liberian people that we are shifting the political paradigms where our institution will have our own party headquarters. The Unity Party have come up with their own charade again, that they are going to have their own party headquarters across the country. You served for over 40 years in the national political discourse, 40 years in existing as a political parties. You have not owned a land. You have not owned a land. You served 12 years in governance. You performed dismally. All of your policy documents failed the Liberian people. Now you are in power. You have spent almost 3 years in power. Because the CDC is taking the politics from different dynamics, you are not coming back with a rhetoric to use state cover money and say you want to build a party headquarters. Where are you taking the money from? Why didn't you build a party headquarters in your 40 years of existence as a Unity Party?
Thank you.
Why didn't you build your party headquarters? Because now the CDC, the Liberian people are celebrating the party. The Liberian people have realized that Mr. Barker and the Unity Party have failed dismally. Now you want to come with another charade. But the Liberian people get a surprise package for you, Mr. Barker. There is a
Thank you so Fellow Liberians, home and abroad, it's a privilege again for us to be on here. We want to use this time to welcome each and every one of you and to also appreciate you for your presence here, as always. We want to appeal to you that you kindly do us a favor. And that favor we require of you is to please hit for us the share button. Share with friends, share with family members, share with as many people as you can share with. Let's get started as we discuss about Liberia. I want to appreciate and welcome all of you. Let's go to our live feed as we welcome our people that have joined us. There's some of you who are joining us from on the YouTube. We appreciate your presence on the YouTube. Thank you so much, Aaron P. Molba. We appreciate you joining us there from Lower Magibi County. Thank you so very kindly. We appreciate you. Shuffering Township, we appreciate you joining us there on the YouTube. We want to welcome Mohammed Sombai. Thank you so much, our own brother, Mohammed Sombai, joining us there from the Gambia. We want to say welcome and thank you so much for joining us there on the YouTube from the Gambia. We want to say greetings to our people there in the Gambia. Thank you so very kindly. We also want to welcome and appreciate one of our sister, Estella. Estella, who is joining us there from all the way Thailand. Estella, we want to say you are welcome joining us on the YouTube. You are welcome. We also want to welcome and appreciate uh, Hajba is joining us from New Zealand. Wow. Okay, Hajba is joining us from New Zealand. We want to say you are welcome, Hajba, joining us there from New Zealand. Thank you so very kindly. We appreciate you. I'm sorry, my people. I want to get to the people on the YouTube, then we can start what we're supposed to start with. So I want to say welcome. Thank you so very kindly. We also want to welcome there from the YouTube channel. Uh, what is this? I'm seeing Sanon 584. Okay, Sanon 584 says he's joining us from Germany. Okay, Sanon 584 joining us there from Germany. Thank you so very kindly. We appreciate you. We want to say welcome again. All of you that are following us on the YouTube, we appreciate you. We want to say we appreciate General JB. Thank you so much, General JB. We appreciate your presence. Cecilia Logan, how are you? Thank you so very kindly for joining us. Says Cecilia, we appreciate your presence. Edward Sa Paul, thank you so much, Edward Sa. We appreciate you. Thank you for your presence here. Thank you so very kindly. Elijah Nepe, how are you? Thank you so kindly for joining us, Elijah Nepe. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. Venetia's Junior Bar, Ambassador Venetia's Junior Bar, the ambassador there, of Honor the Palava Hut there in our own city. Yeah, we want to say you are highly welcome joining us there from New Crew Town. We appreciate your presence. Thank you so very kindly. Fode Pass Away, thank you so much joining us there from Yekepa, Nimba County. We want to say thank you. I mean, all of you who are joining us, those of you who are joining us from on our personal page, we want to say you are welcome and we appreciate all of you as usual. We want to say thank you so much for your presence here, and it's a privilege as always. We encourage you to please hit for us the share button, share with friends, share with family members, and let's get ready to bring you what we are supposed to bring you. But again, on this note, we want to welcome our brother Jake. My brother Jake, what's up, Chief?
Salute, salute. TGIF, thank God it's Friday. And to the
Sure.
followers, salute and respect to everybody. Please help to share this video. Share it is very, very important. I can see the message is getting us out there. So you have to share this video, share to one or two people. Sharing is free.
Definitely, sharing is free, and we encourage all of you to please do same for us. Hit for us the share button, share with as many persons as you can share with, and let's all of us get ready as we do what we are supposed to do. And what we are supposed to do is to ensure that we bring you the information and the factual information that we're going to bring you. So again, we want to say welcome. Please do us a favor, and the favor that I want you to do for us, uh, Jacob, I'm sorry. The favor that I want you to do for us is to send us some, thumbs up. Send us some thumbs up so as to save our video. Send us some thumbs up. You can send us some love, and all the rest that you can send for us. It will really, really help us. But we want to use this time to say happy birthday to one of our general, one of our brother, Jacob Cooper celebrates his natal day today. We want to say to you, Brother Jacob Cooper, as you celebrate your natal day, I want to say happy birthday to you. He is one of our gladiators in the CDC, a very very strong man. I want to say to you, Jacob Cooper, happy birthday to you as we celebrate. And all of you who are celebrating your natal day, whatever the occasion is, we want to say, we wish you all of the best and celebrate in great style. So, on behalf of the platform, Jacob Cooper, I want to say happy birthday to you. Enjoy your day and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. We love you so much, and we hope that you are having a very great and a good time. Thank you. My brother Jake, there are a lot of things. I mean,
Mhm.
just a lot of things to talk about. And our presence here is to educate our people sufficiently
Mhm.
to ensure that they get the information. Yesterday, something very terrible happened, which I want us to today again talk about. Now that to some extent, we are refreshed and we think, it's
Mhm.
important that we highlight this. It's very important. Roland, you are welcome. Patricia, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly for your presence. It's a privilege for us to have you here. I mean, all of you who are joining us, we appreciate all of you. And we say, do us a favor, hit us the share button, and let's get ready. Let's get ready to do what we are supposed to do here. But my brother Jake, I want this to be the very first topic for discuss. I think we talked about it yesterday, as I said, but then, yesterday it hit
Mhm.
very hard. And today we believe that we are energized to discuss it. But I want to play this video. I want your own in this particular video. As you may be aware, to just give you a background, there was the court case between, two family, different family. And according to the information that we gather, a lady took the other people to court, and she was fortunate to have, you know, won the case in the court. And there was an eviction notice that was served, according to the information that we have gathered. There was an eviction notice that was served. And the eviction notice at first, it was kind of bit, very tense. Either it was resisted or very tense, something like that. And they decided to go back so that they can be able to, either reinforce it or do what they were supposed to do. And what we saw yesterday was a joint action from the court and the Liberian National Police. And I want to play the video, and then I'm going to ask the question and we can all get involved. So I want to play the video here, and I want us to watch this video. It's very graphic. I want us to watch this video.
Also, keep sharing, so can I make it? Keep sharing this live. My name is Marion D. One person has been arrested here. So one person has been arrested in Greenfield. One person. They are arrested one person. One person has been arrested. One person has been arrested here. One person.
I'm going to move this. My brother Jake, according to the information that we gather, there was a court action to move these people off the land. Police went there. People from the court, sheriff from the court went there to evict them. And as per the information, these people, to some extent, they refuse. But I want us to look at the action of the police and that of the sheriff from the court. And I want to hear from you. What is your take on this? Do you think the way these people were being manhandled by people who were standing by, the police who are supposed to provide protection for people, whether you are a criminal or not, you deserve protection. But to see the police standing by and allow people to inflict pains on these people to the extent that even the people themselves, I mean the sheriff themselves, they were beating on these people. My brother, what is your take on this?
Yeah, Prince, thank you once again to the follower. I'm glad to share this video. We displayed the video yesterday, but what I did yesterday after the show, I sent this video to a lawyer, a renowned lawyer in Europe here, in my country here. I just sent it to you and say, what do you think about this video? Now you must give me, yeah, they speak Dutch, they speak different language, not English. So the first question, after seeing the video, he called me. He said, but Jake, you send me wartime video of your country? I said, no. I said, I just recent thing happening in my country. He said, but who these people, it's true story, who these people were the police? They don't wear uniform. I said, no, these people that most majority, the police use them to help them to track down these people by evasion. I explained it to him. He said, but who the president of your country? Because no, they don't know a lot of things because Joseph Boakai not really popular like that. I said that the men that replaced George Weah. He said, that's now asking. I said, but wait, if international organizations see this kind of video, what they would think? You say, but then he said, but no rule of law in your country.
Wow.
Yeah, he said no rule of law in your country. The video was he.
Liberian? Is he a Liberian?
No, he's a European.
Wow.
He's a European. A European lawyer in a European. He's a European in Brussels. I found the video to him. I found the video to him. So he said, no law in your country. How can a civilian? I said, no, they're not civilian. They like the judge people and things about the police brought it. Pray, let me say something to you. Let me divert the Liberian people. Let me say something. It will shake you yourself here. You see the evasion where probably the people never honor talk and the police went there. Similar evasion that they were happening, it's going to happen to your the CDC place, the CDC headquarters. The people were prepared to go to your party headquarters. So the CDC, they were so smart. If you're going to meet somebody to resist them, to not evade you from down there, from the party headquarters, believe me, a different thing we're talking today. They were ready to relieve bullet in any kind of form. But when they went there to the city, reality, when they went there, they never saw no resistance. They never, I don't know who take the CDC people up to say, oh, they're coming to invade, but we shouldn't battle them. Then they just do, then they destroy the building. Similar thing that they're going to go down. You're going to be ugly. You're going to be an ugly and sad day for the CDC people. These are the particular. They play for A. They play. Prince, if I tell you something, you don't want to believe it. Disregard, but there's that political honor too. That reality. The particular evasion, the way they use civilian to be among these people to crack down the people. It's not normal in a society. Even you reject evasion, you know what can happen? That's read our law. That's read our law. If a police tell you to evade the particular, or a government tell you to evade the particular place, the only thing go when they come, you'll get real resistance. All of them will stand down and call the director of police, or they go back to the court. They say, oh, we're carrying out evasion, but these people trying to stop it. Then the government at that time will do something. But the way they use other people, even the hostile area, but the way the government, the police proceeded about using civilians to crack down on these people. It's so sad. When the latest news, all these people that were hesitating for that evasion. You know they run it off. I will speak now. They are the national police. Greco Como, handcuff all of them. Now these guys that were beating these people, the guys that were resisting the government order, they are being run off as we speak now. They are being run off as we speak now at the national police headquarters. So, Prince, I will not lie to you. I will not lie. We don't have it's fearful. If a European lawyer saw the video, he was thinking that old video I sent to him during our Liberian Civil War. Then I told him no. I said it just happened yesterday in my country. The first question he said, but there's no rule of law in your country. You're going back to war or what? I said no. I had the government trying to use police. Prince, let me tell you the thing here. I can just be looking at the Unity Party. Prince, I said in that they are set in every form. The people that were in Washington, D.C., talking about war crime code, all these things then. When what part of the world you will see surveilling, even you go event area or you go arrest criminal, even armed robbery, whatsoever, Prince. You part of the security, you know about the security apparatus. That's your major thing. No police or no security apparatus will bring surveillance among them to crack down on other people. Let me tell you, anybody that watch a particular video, even the government right for government to use citizen against another citizen. About all the video that were captured in this, all the video that were captured here, Greco Commodore, all these people that took part in this particular scenario to bring them to justice, to bring them to book. But the only thing they ran out those that resisted. But all those that bailed the police, none of them were arrested. I will speak now. They are to the police headquarters. So, Prince, you can emphasize on it because we played yesterday. He left with the Muslim community. He left with them to speak up. Though most of them in government, they're advisors to the president. Majority of them in government. The ability, I don't know what kind of cool out for fun, and then they all get Muslim background. All of them, the ACO bosses, they need to come out and speak. I'm talking about evasion. No, the way they went about the evasion, that's the problem. That's the problem. That's the problem we're talking about. It. Using citizen against another citizen.
Thank you so much, my brother. My people, you know, this is deep, this is big. And this is fearful. I don't want you, fellow Liberians, to look at Muslim. No. I don't even want you for a second to look at religion. Let's take religion aside. The real danger in this thing that we are looking at, that's why I ask you whether that particular fellow or that particular lawyer is a Liberian.
So European.
Is the breakdown of rule and law in our country. That this particular video depicts a chaotic situation, that the government is not in charge, that the government have encouraged violence in our country. Now you can see why mob violence is all over the place and nothing can happen about it. What you are seeing, fellow Liberian, in that particular video is a clear indication that the government have lost total control when it comes to protecting Liberians. Because remember, all of those you saw in that video, whether be it those who were perpetrating the harm against those people, or whether those people were doing what they had to do, there is one institution that is responsible to ensure that the rule of law is implemented and enforced. And that particular agency that is accredited, that is known, that is supposed to do it, that is the legal entity that we say the Liberia National Police or the court. What we saw down there yesterday, we had a group of Liberians who are member of a particular political party, that is the Unity Party, decided to jump on these people in the mosques. It was completely wrong and unorthodox. Let's leave. This has nothing to do with religion. It has everything to do with the law that's supposed to protect us. This is a sign that Liberia, we continue to tell you that Liberia is retrogressing, my people. We continue to tell you. And when we tell you, the regime continue to prove us right that yeah, that's true. Liberia is retrogressing. Look at what we saw yesterday. No human being deserves to be treated that way. Even a criminal who you caught in your house stealing from you do not deserve to be treated in such a way, form, and manner. In Liberia, we do not carry on a kind of, one would say maybe a Sharia law. No. According to our law, it says one is proven innocent, or one is innocent until proven guilty by the code of law. Even if you catch somebody stealing, according to our own law, people can say jurisprudence. Our jurisprudence says you are innocent until they can prove you guilty. That's our law. It is not the other way around where we say you guilty. You got to go prove your innocency. No. What we saw yesterday tell us that the security is vulnerable, and these people, they are not security to protect the Liberian people, but they are regime security, as we continue to say. You saw it yesterday. They are regime security. They are regime security. Under no condition and circumstances, police should be there, and these kind of crimes, broad daylight, are committed. Look at what is happening. Look at what is happening here. Look at what is happening here, my people. This guy, you can see him crawling and coming to the police. This brother is coming to the police for help. It's like he was being beaten on the other side, but he crying, coming right to the police. The foot of the police. You know what this remind me of? It remind me of the story of George Floyd.
Yeah.
When George cried before the police, he said, "I can't breathe. Help me, I can't breathe." This is another George Floyd situation in our country. You see the fellow crying. Look at this video. You see this fellow crying. Look at where he's crying from. When you look at this other police officer, you can see that all of the police officer kick him. Or so. And he crying, going to the other police officer. Look at this video. Look at this video. Look at this. You see here?
Then another guy came to drag him out from the police.
Definitely. This guy fell right in front of the police.
Yeah. You see the other guy with the stick? They never arrested none of them. Never arrested none of them.
This brother cried. He was crying to the police and say, "Y'all please help me, police people. Y'all please help me." The people then they beating me. "Y'all please help me, police people. Hey, y'all please sorry for me, police people. Y'all help me. Police people, y'all help me." And the police stood up there.
And Prince, and I'm cutting. There's a particular video I sent to the lawyer. You were asking me, "Is this a war time? Your war?" There's a particular video. He said, "Never happened." He said, "Well, what?" Then he asked me, he said, "But then your rule of law in the country, there's no rule of law in your country." This is a particular video that let me tell you something. There is a video that indicted the Unity Party. Prince, you're taking this for joking. You're taking this for joke. The particular video can indict them in every form that nobody, no foreign national will go to Liberia. When the police, the people in bed with the police to crack down on citizens, the men crying about to die.
Yeah. Look at this. The men crying and going to the police. The police that's supposed to protect all of us. The
Prince,
police that just
I
human
don't care for
rights say
Prince.
it will not be business as usual.
Prince, I don't care for evasion.
No,
They
this
say there is a meat of the whole story. This is
sure.
the meat of all the police officers. A Greco-Common has sense. A Greco-Common has sense. All the police officers should be dismissed. Seriously. See, a Baka really mean for the country to set example. Prince, there is a middle leader invasion. Leader invasion, man. People fighting for land.
There is nowhere that the court will tell you when you go evict and the people now move or the people putting on resistance, you must use the other people against them or use the civilian against them. No, nowhere in our law. So when you see this thing happening, then what will continue to tell you that this particular government or the police of this government is a regime police. Professionalism is not part of these people culture. Yes, we'll continue to tell you. And you think we're joking? You think when we come here for how you call for chasing crowd? You think we come here to can't denigrate people? Or you think we come here to can't spell people name? We come here because we love our country. We are here because we want to show what is happening in our country to the rest of the world. How did we become like this as Liberians in this very short period of 2+ years under Joseph Numa? The brother is crying before the look. This video is too. This video is too. Look at this brother crying before the police because he felt that the police were going to be his only help. The police was going to be his hope. Look at the police and the police standing, and look at this other guy, a civilian. He was coming to come hit the guy. Look at a civilian walk with
Yeah.
proud and dignity. A member of the Unity Party walk with pride and dignity and hold this guy by his trousers and drag him while he is crying for life, while this guy is fighting for life, and say, "Hey, my people, you help me. Look at this look at this."
Look at
Dragging
this.
him, look, and the reason
That's the video.
dragging him to the other people to go and beat him. Look at the guy, even even holding the ground and calling the police. My people, you don't allow these people to carry me. I'm begging you, police, don't allow these people to carry me. You hold me. But my people are begging your police people, don't allow these people to carry me. They brother crying and asking the police and say, you're not allowed the people to carry me, police. I hold your phone. Look at the video. Don't believe what I am saying. Look at this video. Look at this video. Look there. He fell down in front of the police, bleeding from every angle. This look at how they dragging this boy. Look at to the extent that the guy even want to hold the policeman foot and the policeman kicking his hand. Look at it. Look there. You were seeing trying to want to hold the police feet and say, I'm begging you, my man, you help me. Look there. Look there. Look there.
Prince,
You see that?
Prince, you don't lead followers. You don't lead followers. You don't lead settlement out of this particular thing. Let me put on our political heart. We talk about human dignity. Talk about human dignity. It's not about which party you belong to.
No.
Prince, that particular video, the European Union will see this video. The European Union, thank God, in a lawyer here. He asked me, Jay, what you want me to do with the video? I will tell him what he will do with the particular video. The video gotta be flared in the European Union to tell you how there's a damaging report. There's a damaging report on the United Party. Seriously. Maybe in America, you will take it for joke. You will take it for joke. But the particular, listen, it's not about what party we belong to. No. We're not in an old age again. This is a new modern era. No part of the world is treating citizens in a day that you get lost in our book. That eventually can still go on.
Yeah.
That eventually the police director can come and the people that made that decision can come and say, wait, we tell you to evade a particular place, but we will coming back, we coming our bulldozer or everything. The city, the city, please, I said similar thing that they bless the CDC. Maybe somebody take the CDC people out. If they're gonna resist, they're gonna kill. They were willing to go kill. I said, look at the scenario. Just eviction.
Just eviction. Can you imagine? Just eviction.
Where the Muslim, when you say no faith, it's about faith. Let me tell you today, the Muna Hajar from the Fula Gomo, the Fula community king, he had, they take the, what the Muslim community, but now, all these people are implicated in the particular video. Let the investigation. I sent the video to a European lawyer. He said, he asked me question. That water video you sending me, I said, just happened yesterday in my country. He said, wow. You're no rule of law in your country? That's the question he asked me. If the European Union claims, if that video go to the state, you say, remind you of George Floyd. Similar thing that how they burn America down, yes, that when George Floyd situation happened. There is damaging. It's serious. You're laying your political story here, man. We're talking about human dignity here. You say, what in here? That's somebody on a child. That's somebody on a child that crying. Another man. We don't even know they went to, you don't even know that guy died. We don't even know. We just saw the particular video. They took that guy among the police. Why they carry that particular? None of the guys are in the video arrested. You know who they arrest? They arrest Zoe that was stopping the invasion. All the guys they arrested. They handcuffed them. I will speak now to the National Police Headquarters. Probably they'll send them to court and they'll send them to prison. It's a two-tier justice system in our country. I told you. Wow. Two-tier justice system in our country. Human dignity. Leave political thing you're doing here, man. Human being we're talking about here. Greco-Como children also. Greco-Como women children also. They're not living in Liberia. They live in America. They live in America. Majority of these people that are doing these things, that children in also, that family in also. That family in also. Where part of the world you will see police on the operation, surveillance involved with the police. Who are these people? The video capture all of them. Who are these people in this video? Who are these guys? That is a question you should ask here. Who are they surveilling among these police? All of them working together here. Are they police or are they CRD? Clean clothes security from the country?
Look at officer beating on people.
When I tell you, surveilling among these people, why is surveilling doing that?
Look at the imam. Look at the imam. Look at the other sheriff on the court. How he jack on the imam. Look at my people. Look at the beating the imam. Look at. You know, look, who will ever believe that in a Liberia, Joseph Numa Boyka, look at this small boy. Look at this small boy. Look here. Look at this. You see the court officer? Look here, my people. This is a complete breakdown of law and order. Look at this. Look at the other survey. Look at what is happening. Look at what is happening. He taking stake. Amen.
They embellish among them.
See that?
Like people being there, like people who are children here, like people who are children, great come on, who family living outside. They living outside, they living comfort in America. Living the wife and children, the children going to Google schools. He's seen this thing happening on his watch. A police director, when he seeing video, say, well, I've never seen you people down there that you're spoiling my name as police director. What kind of question will Greg come and answer people in the West? If he come to a police forum in the Western world, or he come to a police forum in America, what can he say? On his watch, the rule of law, police brutality, evasion, yes, you can invade, but not the kind of process. You can come with your loud microphone, a police director. Call, if the mosque around, call the imam name. You say, Imam, listen, I'm calling you here now. Citizen, you're going on the other side. Anybody in this particular building who trying to invade you, please come outside. You cannot challenge government. These are the process. But you news of the police came, surveilling John. Who are the my question asking you, who are the guys among the police? That video that captured them. Who are the guys?
You know, the thing is, these guys that you see are people who the police brought. The police brought them. They were brought in by the police purposely. They were planted by the police. When you look at the crowd, there is a mixed multitude. There are all people. I mean, civilians are there. I mean, other people who are not police officers, they are there. But those that you saw, these were people that the police brought in to carry on the act that they carry on. Look, my brother, let me tell you something. It's I don't know if I should say it's normal, especially in Liberia, for police to contact, I mean, some wayward people to carry on some act. You know, there are some things I don't know. I don't. There are certain things I don't want to say here, right? There are certain things I don't want to say. But these things they can happen. They can happen. The police can plant people for the lack of better word for now. But I just say the police can plant people and say, "Look, my mayor, know what happened? You go and go do XYZ. We here. We
No,
back you up."
I know that one. Police can play informant. They can do. They can play people among people to get good information. We know that one.
No, there's not even if there's not even informant. This is
Then,
not even informant.
then which one you talking
You see
about?
that they are not even informant.
Okay,
But these
let
people,
me
you know,
let me ask you, Prince. When they went, let me ask you, Prince, let me ask you, Prince, let me
yes,
ask
sir.
you. When they went to evade the CDC headquarters, they barricaded the place. You saw that they barricaded the place with that barricading where the police can use maybe that round that tape, then they can use police whatsoever. But why did not barricade that particular place? Why did not use microphone to call the imam who said, listen, they could order us, come outside. The imam, the man of God, he will come outside. But please, my question here, you said it can happen. In that kind of brutality way, that got the drag. What part of the world you have seen it? You know, listen to me. You know what that George Floyd something went viral when it was killing George Floyd. A beautiful lady recorded that video. She seen far a little bit, zoom it and recorded it. But when they were cracking down on George Floyd, some people never got involved. They didn't get the police all stop it because of the video they get released concerning George that it went viral. That this video that I showed in Europe, I showed a lawyer in Europe here. The particular video, if there was, let me tell you something, if the particular video go to any outlet, the BBC, CNN, any outlet around the world, believe me, nobody will invest in Liberia. They will say that the rule of law have been broken down. In this modern digital era, the particular video that they got, this video can bring anybody on the street. This video, you can never do the video in Europe yet. Human being will come on the street. They can with civilian. That police director will resign today. The BOAKAI'S serious. Everybody within that video, that policeman, they will lose that job. Who say, who the supervisor, who the hell are sending on that mission? Who the boss on that mission? He led civilian to infiltrate your, where they come from, holding stick to holding rack. Even people refusing evasion. Not the process, man, not the way.
They were with the police, you know. They were with the police. They were with the police. No, I don't want you to believe it. I want to show you a video here. Look, the police carried these guys. These guys were planted. The police carried them to go and commit that particular act.
Okay, let me ask you a question. That particular terrain, that particular terrain is a hostile terrain that police cannot infiltrate by themselves. They cannot use people within that premises to join in. It's a hostile terrain.
No, it's not a hostile terrain.
Like a no-go zone.
No, it's not. It's not a hostile terrain. That terrain is not a hostile terrain. It's not a hostile terrain. As far as you know, police going there. You see him?
Oh yeah.
Walking right behind the police with his rock in his hands. Look there. You see the rock in here? So there are some of them who the police took there. The police
All
can't
these
get them.
guys, all these guys, if Greg Coleman won't do his job, all these guys should be arrested. Video capture them.
You see
Video
that?
You are
capture
watching
them.
us live from Welcome Back. Lebanon
And the
Police
camera, and the,
Force
listen to me, pray.
is
The
moving in.
cameraman in Bella were there
Welcome
also.
back from this short break. Just a short
Pray.
break here.
They know what they were
My name
doing.
is
The
Mohamed D.
cameraman in
Tubman.
Bella, the cameraman part of the whole team also. They were
You see
calculated.
that?
Pray, they were calculated with the cameraman to video everything. You see,
You see that?
they
You see
started
that?
chunking.
You see that?
They started the chunking.
You see that, my people? You see what we're talking about?
The print, security standpoint, they were calculated, yeah. Cameraman
No,
in Bella
everything
into
was
them.
calculated. It was calculated. The
They
whole
were
entire stuff was calculated. There are other surveillance that you see on the side. They are just watching the action. But there are some other people you see them involved into it. They are there.
Yeah, they planted.
You see that?
You're right. You're right. You're right. They
You
were
see the other one?
planted.
You see the other guy? They were planted.
You're damaging. You're damaging. Seriously damaging. It remind me on the war days.
You see this guy? That guy is hair tie. You see the chungi?
Yeah, when you're right.
You see that?
They
You see?
they planted. They part of them. They part of them. They brought them with them.
Wow. You see what we're talking about?
Prince, moreover, Prince again, listen to me, Prince. Let's take in another scenario. The particular community have been targeted by those that went to arouse these people.
Wow.
The minority, Prince, let's call it spade or space here. Let's call it spade or spade. This attack on the Muslim people. Please, no matter what you want to say, you say you want to bring relation inside whatsoever. This attack on the Muslim people. Let me tell you. You saw the statement they call him Mandingo Dog. You hear that Mandingo Dog in a video. This attack on them. Let me real here. This attack on them. This attack. This is attack on them. Let's call it spade or spade. No, we shouldn't fabricate nothing yet. This attack on this is attack on the Muslim community. That reality, you like it or not. We over that kind of left, man. We graduated from this team from a long time ago. We fought a civil war. We fought a civil war. We saw it. When you limo J, you limo K, all these things it existed in our land. You think that they cannot repeat we want to see? Because we cannot call it spade or space. It's an attack on it's an attack on them. Even if the Muslims do the same thing to another black and another Christian community, we will condemn them. We'll condemn them. In a modern warrior, everybody disregard your relation, disregard your faith, your political affiliation. We all Liberians. We pledge allegiance to the Republic of Liberia. Take away your political hat. Take it up. That reality. I go vote for them. I don't care. We're talking about human dignity. We're talking about human dignity. You don't treat other people like this. No. Suppose tomorrow the people wake up. They get huge. They get a huge amount of people too. They wake up. They say, "Greco, come on, we're ready for you too." Now can't keep order. Or what will happen in the country? That's the reality.
You see, my brother, this is chaotic. It's a complete breakdown of law and order in Liberia. It tells us that nobody is safe. We are all at the mercy of, I don't know, maybe we just depending on God now. God we just depending on. Because under no circumstances and condition in a civilized society where the rule of law is operational, that these kind of things will happen. There were other people that were standing by. When you look at this video, you see other people passing, that walking by. But some of these people, they were planted. They went there. The police got in contact with them and said, "Look, man, y'all move on." let's go and do this. And this is wrong. This is about we're talking about our country here. We're talking about the rule of law here. Look, why do you think we have the Christian community where they call the Liberal Council of Churches? Why do you think we have the Muslim Council or we have the Imam, what they call Muslim Council? Why do you think we have the Interreligious Council? You know, we have these people so that they can be able to mitigate issues. So
Yes.
that when there are areas that the government feel that, or people feel that they are not protected, that the government will be able to use, for example, the Interreligious Council to intervene.
Yes,
Now, these
exactly.
councils are there for. Then you get a council of churches because it's a council of churches, or the how you call it, the Muslim council for Muslim council because they just there. These people are there so that when something happens in their community, and for example, if it becoming difficult for maybe the government to be able to intervene, or for the government to be able to make a quick, let's say, a kind of breakthrough, that these people can be invited in. They can call them, say,
Exactly.
"Look, people don't know what happened." This is the case that we are facing with especially the Muslim community in this particular area.
Exactly. Exactly.
We want for the Interreligious Council or for the Muslim Council to please intervene and be able to ensure that these people can be able to leave this place. That's what we have these
Exactly.
things for. All of these small organizations you see in the country, they're not just there because they want to be there, but they help for the smooth running of the country. Even in the community, that why, for example, in our community, there are some people, they may not be, for example, government officials in our community, but why do you think we run to them? Because these people are respected in our community. When
Community,
they
yes.
talk, we can listen to them. When they intervene, we can say, okay, we hear it. That's why we have the elders in our community. There are in some communities, the elder can intervene to even stop some cases from going to court. They will say, we'll
Exactly.
solve it. We'll solve the issue here. If we ain't able, then we turn it over to the court. Or if we ain't able, we push it forward. But with this kind of thing that is happening, especially at the level of the mosques, one thing I can say, these people, whether we like it or not, Liberians as a whole, let's just say Liberians as a whole, we respect our religious people. I don't know, for some reason, this is just among us. We will give more respect to our religious people, either be a pastor or imam, more than our husband and our wife. That Liberian, how we looking like. Your husband will tell you, say, man, don't do that thing here. You will say, no, you will not listen, you will misbehave. But if the pastor talk, you will give that pastor respect. If the imam talk, you respect that imam. That's how our society is. That's how our society looking. Some people will tell you, I just living it here because the pastor taught to me, or that the imam taught to me. That is the kind of respect that we have for our religious leaders in Liberia. That is the respect that we have. Liberia is not a society where we are too adamant that we can't listen. No, we can't listen. Liberians, that is one of our weakness, religion. That why people use religion to abuse us and to extort from us. That's why they use religion to be able to divide us, because that's one of the things that we have high regard for. Once the person, they say, oh, the person is a man of God, or the person is an imam, you automatically receive high level of regard and respect from the community. People look up to you. The thing that they will not even do for their wives and their husband, they will do it for you as a religious leader. That's why we have these religious leaders in our community, in our society. You know, I always say this. The people say there are 3 branches of government. And I say no. There are 4 branches of government. Or if possible, say there are 5 branches of government. We have the legislative branch of government, the executive branch of government, the judiciary branch of government. We have the press. The press, you see, they are very, very powerful. The press have the ability to break down, to destroy, and to build. The press you're looking at. Of the religious community in every nation. We have these 5 people, you don't joke with them. They are also part of the government. They make the government to run smoothly, and they make the government to be able to have headache if you play with these people. That's how it's looking like. That's how it's looking like. But look at what is happening. Amen. But Boaka is on record. Remember, the old man is on record. We got a clip. I will try to look for that clip to play. Boaka was on record boasting. He said, well, because of him, that the Muslim people, they're not dominating in Foya. He said it. He is on record. He said it's
Wow.
because of him. Yeah, it's because of him that Muslim did not grow in Lofa, in Foya to be specific. He said, because of me. He denied them so many opportunities. Just that Nima Boyka is on record. You know, I want to be very careful. I don't know, but it's just hard not to really attach this religious business in it. But again, when you look at it, my people, it's just so horrible. These people are human beings. Imagine if this was done to a church, how it was going to be like. Imagine if it was going to be done to a church or a renowned, let's say, a pastor, how it was going to be looking like. These people are human beings. They even take the religious bit, but these people are human beings. Should they be treated in this way, in this form, and in this manner? Jake, let's hear your closing on this before we move to our next topic that has to do
Listen,
with Joseph Newman
you see
Boyka
what
telling our
happened?
people.
You see what happened? I gave you few days. Listen, you're gonna keep this video. The Muslim community will come outside. Y'all keep this video. Probably next week. The video is circulate. They come, they plan to come outside. They don't care anymore. They will come outside. They will question quick, come on. Let you know me. We need to stop this kind of thing that happen. This thing that they think drag out the war. And the particular thing there, if you look at the whole story about the Liberian Civil War, we that saw it. All the same relation thing it was involving our Liberian Civil crisis today.
Sure.
Why the how the Ulimo J whatsoever they went the Ulimo led by Alaji Kroman and when they formed their own group because of the same thing here, because they believe people are cracking down on Islam on the Muslim community. They will come outside. And they ready to come outside. Dare anybody to put forth. I dare Greco. You think the people that join that the weak? Let me tell you something. I will say it today to praise. I will say you're lucky or not. The Christian faith are one of these wicked faith. They're very weak. All around the world, we weak. Don't we not say we Christian reality, you're lucky or not, we say it. The Christian faith, I've seen it in the Western world. Mel Gibson, he portrayed Jesus Christ in that movie what you saw. That we're gonna Passion of Christ, something like that. He portrayed Jesus in the wrong way. No Christian demonstrator in the world. They draw the Prophet Muhammad, a cartoonist in Paris. Draw the Prophet Muhammad in a demeaning way. They bring the whole Paris down. I was saying that I was here in Europe. At that time, that Macron was ruling. That Sarkozy was president at that time. Would they bring us up? They bring that gendarme. They bring the military outside. They bring Paris. If nobody won't believe me, let them go back to the video. The Muslim will come outside. Watch it and see. Boaka United Party crossing land. The crossing land. We shouldn't allow none of the things. We saw a civil war. Why made Charles Taylor to lead the country? Because of this, the Muslim community, they had on for the king. That had today, you don't know whatsoever group.
Yeah.
Thank you. They almost took Morovia. They almost took the whole country. Charles Taylor had to hold on with large forces and how the country came together on the United Nations or all the group they came. As when I tell you the dark days coming back, you will believe me small. Joseph Boaka, they don't know how to rule. Chris, another story I'm getting. I'm putting it together again. You know what I'm noticing now? They're doing all the misrule now. They want for United Nations, all these people to come back on the ground. They can't handle the country. Put it in another scenario, the way Ellen Johnson Sally they were ruling the country while United Nations, all these people on the ground. So you remember that Madam King woman?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
remember?
Banky King Akirele. Yes, she
She,
made that statement. In fact,
let me
what
tell
he said, let me
Liberian
see if I
people.
can get that video.
I
She
say I'm
said it.
a different breed. When I come on the internet, I'm a different person. You, I don't think out of the boss. When I tell you I'm a whistle blower, you guys, people don't respect it in our own country. Around King said something, but nobody, people, they brush over it. That's something that they discuss in a corridor. They, they believe the only way they were pointing finger at the opposition, the Unity Party, eh? They want for international force to come on that ground, where they will put millions of dollars in to help them to bolster that security. That's that one of that game plan. Because if you're looking at everything, how can the BOAKAI'S accept as vice president only Ellen Johnson Sirleaf? Greco Common and I was serving. On Madam Ellen Johnson when United Nations were on that ground spending that huge amount of money. How can I not trust where he know the security apparatus of our country since good year? You never see the kind of misrule. The rule of law, all these things were never trampled upon. Constitution will not even dreaming to be tempered away. Any position, all respected. How come now the smart people, the Greco won't serve a police director? Ibi Kromana was director for operation at the National Police. How can everything zigzag? How come, Prince? Answer said the question. What are the people game playing? As that concept, I went back to that woman's video. I said, where the woman signaling they will do misrule in this country, crack down on people for United Nations to drag into this country, for them to prolong power here. There's another strategy. There's another strategy by them because they know the old man is feeble. They don't want to make the opposition to come back in power. So United Nations, they will set, then after maybe 2028, they will set up an interim government. They will form an interim government, and United Nations, they will get 2 to 3, 4 years before we have another election. Please, when I say there will be nothing they call 2029, they brought employing every strategy in a playbook. Seriously, how can a government handle this everything in this area? Police brutality on a rampage. How this happening? How this happening? Greco don't have grip on the police. You don't have grip on the police. And once served a police director before, he know the terrain of the country. He know the terrain. What kind of playboy he Greco playing from? Are they waiting for interim government? By 2028, they will tell you like, oh man, it's feeble. So interim government, they should send out an interim government. Are these some of that plan? Maybe, Prince? Are these some of that plan? Let's look at reality. Liberian people, you think out of the box. We're gonna sign government. Just have enough power to you. You went to King George, Grand K Moncante. Similar story. You kill all these people. I was protesting against concession company for that right. Because they maltreating them. You kill these people in cold blood. Nobody brought to justice. Police brutality at the University of Liberia. Capitol building, brain of the Capitol building. So, please, I'm getting to only see now that if the government cannot handle things, they will say interim government. Then the interim government will take another 2 to 3 years. Then United Nations will flow on the ground with the international partners. Are they in the Western world preparing for the kind of scenario? Then they will put in millions of dollars, billions of dollars in the country because we cannot handle our own security. Preach.
You know, my brother, you raised a very, very important point, and this is something that we need to look at. Madam Olubanki King Akirele said this when she was blaming the opposition.
Yes,
Remember,
she
it was
was this.
she was
They
blaming. She said, in
switched
fact, the opposition, with the way the opposition is behaving, there is a need for ECOWAS to send in a peacekeeping force in Liberia.
Thank you.
She said it. She's on record. I get that clip. I'm trying to look for the clip. I know my
Yeah,
how you
because
call
you had a
something
lot
is
of clips,
misbehaving.
because you had a lot
Yeah,
of video.
it's
Prince,
misbehaving. She said it.
Prince is diverting. We seen it not happening. She was diverting, putting the blame in our life. Prince, these people that are sick with Boaka, let me tell you, I can really. When the one that took the inaugural phones, what her name?
Miata Fambule.
Let me tell you, these people that have breakfast, they don't go to Joseph Boaka Hall. These are legends. These are people that are real they are real diehard unipartisan people. These are the strategies they're employing to now bring Georgia back to power. They say, listen to me, Mr. President. They know the president is feeble. They know that he can never go beyond 2029. Believe me, it ain't a Senate on joke. So all these that are strategy they're employing, they say, listen, get do miss rule here. Handle it the way you want handle. Then we'll call for international community to come. We'll set up an interim government led by us. Led by us. No election will be held here 2-3 years. We're putting the country in disarray. We're putting the country will not be straight. We'll set up time. United Nations will be after 2 years or 3 years before we have another election. That's some of the strategy. When I tell you there will be, please, I'm a pretty kind of into I get it. You will never believe it. You can say, Jacob, you live in Europe. How can you get all these things? Please, it's another strategy employed by them by 2027, 22. That's what Jeremiah couldn't take it on. The only way he will come to power when Joseph Boaka died. No part of our constitution tell me. Let me tell you, the Liberian people, they don't know the Liberian constitution. Let me say something to the Liberian here today, Liberian people here. I remember perfectly. I remember when George came to power, 2018, 2019, the whole CDC said they should bring Ellen Johnson Sirleaf to justice. You remember that thing? Because they never knew the Liberian constitution. Oh, yeah, bring Ellen to justice. There's a clause in our constitution. You can never bring no leader to justice, past leader to justice. As any constitutional lawyer, not in our book, until they amend new law. The only way you can bring Georgia to justice or Ellen to justice now, when they kill somebody out of power. When they kill somebody out of power, yes, you can drag them to justice. But in the 1980 constitution, our constitution, the new constitution, now
1986.
Yeah, 1986 or whatsoever. I don't know that Samuel Joe, because like Claudia Sawyer, they other drafted that constitution. I know they put it in favor of the president at that time. There is nothing in our constitution say that you can bring president to justice. It's not there. I challenge any constitutional law. It's not there. And another thing in our constitution that people don't read, pre-justice never said in the Senate, but they never saw it in our constitution. They were blind to it. Even Boaka sick, lay in coma for 2 years, 3 years, you can never move him from power until he dies. 2 things can move our leader from power: death and impeachment. That's why in America, when you're sick, you're not able, you're feeble, they can move you, they get out in the constitutional club. But in our constitution, only 2. President Boaka can be in wheelchair. It cannot finish yet. You can never move. He can go in coma for 2 years, and long before he go into he appoint anybody, that person will be there until he come from out of coma. Until he die in coma, then the vice president take power. Then the vice president appoint his own vice president. Like example, Jeremiah couldn't take power, then Jeremiah couldn't have the authority to appoint another vice president. That is our constitution. But Liberian people don't read the Liberian constitution. The Liberian constitution is very technical. If you're not smart, you can't know the Liberian constitution. Not that book. Majority of the people in the legislature don't know the Liberian constitution. They don't know it. Because they want power, they want money. Our constitution too radical. It's too radical. If you read, you read it, you say, hey, what the Freeman did?
They changed every color soil, they changed everything around. Because they were working from the will of pleasure of Samuel Doe to please him. Why George never, you can never go after George Weah until he leave power now. You think the United Party now? No. You think why George Weah never? I broke it down at the Jimmy King result. I'm on video telling the president. I said you can never bring, because I saw in the sack, it was circulating in the bring. I said you can never bring Ellen Johnson Sirleaf to justice. You have real bring constitution. In that part of it. Until now, the president killed somebody out of power, but when in power, never the constitution, never you get immunity, heavy immunity, heavy immunity. You can even drag everybody around here. You can never drag the president to court.
Wow.
You can, yes, in that part of our constitution.
Right. You know, it's not bad. But Jake, another thing happened yesterday, which was very sad.
The bosses.
And I want to play this video. Yeah, I want to play this video.
I know you let that video.
My people, I want you to watch for us to watch this video. Sorry, this is not the video. Okay. Jake, the government of Liberia decided to bring in buses for the Liberian people to ease the stress, to ease the transportation, to help them commute from one area to the other, to allow them to save time in their travels, to reduce probably maybe the fares that they pay on other commercial private vehicle. But you listening to the people on the street booing the president. What is going on?
Prince, that's why I tell people here, we don't preach propaganda. That's why I always tell people here when I come here, this is not a propaganda podcast. Because somebody that ruled the country for 6 years compared to their rule. Prince, NTA, I will ask you before I jump inside. MTA, National Transport Authority. You think that just now business? You think our first time seeing buses? Everybody that here that grew, old school that on the platform, we have buses long time ago. Samuel, okay, let's say the famous one, Samuel Doe, MTA. At the Gallant'sville Bell side there that they play the NTA headquarters was during those days. That Gallant'sville lane, they have heavy NTA headquarters. At time, all Tata, but not the first time coming to Liberia. Tata King, long time during Samuel Doe time, other time then. A lot of time, MTO was vibrant. MTO one of the best. A lot of time. People that know it. MTA, they were too good. We never have fan MTA, they were air conditioning. MTA was a team, ticketing, everything. So there's not a first time for the Unity Party. So George, we are also brought, I don't know about Ellen so much, but I think Ellen brought buses too. Maybe, but maybe not too much. But George, we are brought 45 buses. So what a big deal about MTA? Yeah? He divided he divided somebody in the University of Liberia. How they people would do the MTA like the fighting war, like they doing competition. When we said since the war, MTA just coming back to Liberia and hey, the people have seen this thing before. The people are angry. It's a rejection. It's that particular scenario, how they want to say through that propaganda wing. Because I saw Henry Costa there, they don't have relevant anymore. He making statement that nonsense. Ivory Coast, you know that nonsense. You were preaching propaganda because nobody can listen to you anymore. Your propaganda will not work anymore. So you're in your corner not making money. Everything of joy we are you the Ivory Coast I will condemn it a lot time. Now you're writing on your post that is you're not writing boss that nonsense. They say arrogant. You think through that me the people will let BOAKA? I told you Pentecostal it's not relevant anymore. You can insult though, you condemn Liberia with nobody that stranger to you. You are liar, you are propagandist, smear government, blackmailer. So nobody will listen to your post. Nobody, they will rather boss. But when the people angry for different reasons, they angry for that reason. It's a normal thing. They angry. The president paying $10 million mansion in 4 years. Nobody can account for it. He riding bulletproof car. They passed new 2 car to him. The men I told Liberian people it costs when to ride wheelbarrow to work, you will ride wheelbarrow to work. But in $1 million car. You think the people stupid? You're seeing government officials they building property all around the country in the night. They doing their work in the night. You think the Liberian people the United Party forget to know the country very small. Everybody know each other in the country. The country is highly developed. Even within the executive branch of no government, within the executive branch of government, they're leaking information. Within that circle, they're leaking real information too. So it's a rejection. It's a rejection that and then see people say that boss will eat, that boss will do that power will eat. Everything we're talking about bread and butter issue. What is a bread and butter issue they're talking about today? Our educational system, one of the deplorable one. The healthcare system is deplorable. So what do we say here too? Then they use the president to parade in a bus. Like going below the presidency. If the United Party, they drop the ball. Yeah, you care the president. Your poor Roman, he dedicated buses, finish. He get in a car, he go home. Or why you gotta put the president in the car? So they when I tell you inflation, taxes from 10% to 13% on the citizen, the common people suffering. They don't care about the boss, but they'll tell you reality. Me ask you, the boss is free. The boss they brought it free. As we see in the corridor, not knowing they took money from the bank to buy the buses. So the government credited the boss. The government credited the boss. So we'll pay back that loan or we'll pay back that credit. Echo Bank, whatsoever bank. That's free. The Liberian taxpayer, that Liberian taxpayer will pay back no matter two resources. We'll pay back. We'll pay back interest. We don't even know how much the buses cost. They don't tell you the prices. How much million out of the news? I know 3 million or 2 million. We don't know. So that particular parade, that booing, they can hijack it or they can say anything or that 2 group of people saying or that diesel is a signal to them that they proceed in the wrong way.
My brother Jake, thank you. And I want to say this with this issue of the boss. There are a lot of things that I learned from that booing of Joseph Numa BOAKA. One thing that I saw in that particular interaction is Liberian appetite for tangible and development. You always say it here. The president, we have changed the dynamics of Liberian politics to development.
Exactly.
The people appetite is not like the appetite in 1980 or 1979. Right now, the people seeing tangible. They know that the government can deliver. The people appetite for good thing is very high. President, we are carrying the people appetite very high for development.
Yes.
That when you build bathroom, they will not come and be happy on bathroom. They will not clap for you. Because these things has happened before. We have had bosses that is more advanced. President, we have bought bus in our country with AC, air condition, AC. People rode the buses for almost 3 or 4 months. They didn't pay $5. Yes. So, brother, look, you will not deceive the people. You can lie to the people. You can lie to come to power, but you can lie to govern. It's great. Look, you can see mediocrity in these people's faces. Brother is so desperate for recognition and for praises to the extent that even when you open your baby shower, you tell him, say, dedicate, he will dedicate.
Yeah, you're dedicated.
Joseph Nima BOAKAI'S. Look, look, this thing, look, my brother, when I saw that thing, I was excited. You know why I was excited? Not because they were booing. I was excited that we are educating our people. Our people getting to understand the value of development.
Yeah.
They are getting to understand the value of development. They know now what is quality. They will not just fall because you say, let's get it. They already say, hey, let's get it. My brother, when President we have dedicated our $1 million hospital in Gbapolu, were there holiday in Liberia?
No.
He called for holiday in Liberia.
No.
When President we have brought those buses, did he call for holiday? He did not. When President we have built the park, the PHP park, did he call for holiday? No, he did not. When they built the ministerial complex, that today almost about 6 ministry are no longer paying how you call or rent to people, did he call for national holiday? But you think the people stupid? You think Liberians are fool? You can say whatever you want to say about the people, but look, President, we have changed the dynamics of our politics, my people.
Exactly.
President, we have changed the dynamics of our politics. The expectation of the people towards government is too high because the people know you have resources. You are taking care of their finances. You can't stay and can't play 4 out of them. When you're taking their children from job, then you can't stay and say they must clap for boss. When you're taking their husbands out of work, then you say they must clap for boss. When you're taking their sons and their daughters and their businesses, motorbikes from the street, then you can't say sit down and say the people must clap for you, right? They should clap for you. When you, Joseph Numa Boaka, you promise the people that it will not be business as usual, that you will not do the same old thing. In 1980, people stand, they clap for bosses. In the 2025, they must clap for boss. You expect them to clap for boss? When you, Joseph Numa Boaka, you, that could not even afford, your house was a garage. You used to use it for car parking center. You didn't have it to eat. You told the people that for you, you will not even prioritize luxury and opulence living. If it costs for you to even walk, you will walk. But in less than no time, you buy $1 million car. You think the people stupid? They can't see. You think they're stupid? When the people seeing you, Joseph Juma Boyka, that had nothing to your name, you are literally living on other people. Today, the people see you paying $10 million place in how you call the place
Foya.
Foya. You think the people are foolish? They are not foolish. No, the people are not fools. The people are looking at you, Joseph Numa Boyka. You're doing all of these travels, and these travels that you're doing, the money you're spending, the hospital JFK. When you go there, you get money to pay and put hand on your hand, hold you hostage, lock you on the bed. There are pregnant women in JFK who gave birth. Today they can't come outside. They're there for 2-3 months because then you want to pay. So you want for the people to clap for you. When the hospitals are without doctors and nurses, so you want for the people to stand when you pass on the road, and they're clapping for you. You wanted to clap for you. When the only dialysis machine at JFK that was bought by President Weah, since the spoil, the machine not there again.
Wow. Wow.
Again. Also, you want for the people to clap for you. You want the people to clap for you. When you charge their sons and their daughters that they must pay $160 to go to hospital to go give birth. $160. USD, heavy money. They ain't working. So you wanted to clap for you. Look, let me say this. I like the way the Unity Party playing this game. The Unity Party has already made herself unpopular. There is no way that she can resurrect herself. There is no way that she can be able to make a comeback. No way. It's not possible. You know, when we were much younger, there's something we used to do that really used to, let me just say, me, I used to do that used to cause me problem because I used to like washing dishes. That was my own job. When they gave me the pen to go and wash, for example, 2-3 pen, I would say, oh, only 2-3, don't worry, I'll wash it. I will take it, pack it. When I be then finish eating, they send the dishes. I say, okay, I want only 1 pen. Let me add another one. I will add it there. And you know, I grew up in a very large family, right? You know, causing this, that, all kind of different, you know, now what people, okay, man, they let all kind of different people, all kind of different business. At the end of the day, instead of when they bring one, see one dish or see 1 pen dirty for me to wash, I'll not do. I'll be packing it, Then in the evening time,
A pen and
you
plenty.
use the time for playing. In the evening time now, the time for you to play your football, go play your marrow. Or the time Balawala show coming on.
Yeah.
When you hear that kurunko, I tell my big sister, I used to come mommy and say, oh man, go wash the dish. I said, let me finish washing. He said, you finish washing what? Go
And
wash the dish. Now when you see the dish in front of me like they are complaining, they are very there. I will watch that dish finish. So now if I finish watching the dish and then forget it, me that whole show, but I show now it over. I complaining like hey, but I will watch it. You see, I am giving this scenario to tell you that anything that you are supposed to do from the very beginning and you fail to do it, it becomes an excess baggage on you. It becomes an excess baggage. The work that the United Party is supposed to do in 1 year, she failed to do it. She deferred it to 2 years. Okay, in the second year we'll do it. She not do it. We enter 3rd year, she not do it. That 4th year she will do it. When it double, that time she will do it. Like I used to say, I said, the dish, a small dish, man. I get only 2 pen. I wash it quick. Let me just put it down. They want to know how to wash. That get the 2 pen, the 2 bowl. I wash it, man. When they bring it all past, oh, they pass it. You even tell me 5 minutes. If I can tell me even 5 seconds, I'll wash it. I put it down. At the end of the day, I will power until when they show me the dishes, then I start getting fed. Bring dirty dishes here for what? Now no, the dishes then the small pen they used to give me for me to wash it, and then I start packing it. I get vest. I'm calling all my cousins. I'm calling, but when who packing the dishes here? Just I can take pen from anywhere and just bring it in, and the whole top fill. The whole top fill. Then the top fellow, they are complaining, looking for somebody who put dishes there. Now no, that means we're bringing this there small. Because I give it to me, I want to wash it, so now they can just take it and just carry and go put it in the top. And just put it in the top. When I look at it and I say, no, they are vexed, they are washing the dishes, are crying, are complaining, are making noise. But I will finish washing that dishes. That's what happened to the Unity Party. The things that you should have done from the very beginning, you failed to do it. You didn't do it. In your second year, it almost like the problem double. The first problem that you should solve, you solve it. You wait. Say second year will solve it. The second year you can solve it. You enter the 3rd year. The 3rd year you will solve it. We are not praying for any government to fail, but the government fail. There is no way that Joseph Numa Boyka can make a comeback. It's not possible. It's not possible. Look at the way Joseph Numa Boyka is proceeding. It's not possible. Boyka cannot do the one that he didn't do in 1 month, 2 months. That 3 years he will do it. They gave you $22 million for you to go face row. You ate the money. You couldn't do it. 1 year part, 2 year part, we now enter here. By the time you face all the rule,
Prince,
yes, sir.
Prince, I'm cutting you off. You nailed it. You really nailed it here. You know what? You right. As another example you gave concerning Dishe, let me say something to the followers here. If Joseph Boakai, followers in his resident general, he get agriculture with the A, he get the rule. That's it. This is 2 major things. You know, the place Boakai will take the biggest step to say, oh, the old man serious. When Guinea destroy that money, they invest on that money, that $22 million that in your
Sure.
arrest general.
Definitely.
When
That's
you are lying to slap,
Yeah.
where they are president. President of the
Please
Republic,
jump the
Commander-in-Chief of the
board.
Armed Forces of
The
Liberia,
board.
that right there is going to start giddy. Right there. Even he come from the legislature, where he explain, he sort of fire giddy and replace him quick. So wait, they got $22 million. They got $22 million. Georgia build all the feeder road all over the country. Georgia build almost 600 kilometers of road in less than 4 years' time. That's in 4 years' time. Because let leave COVID from other end. Let move COVID. Then you even start no signature project. The Guinness man that sort of settle you to say, yeah, we on the red part now. He spent $22 million. Liberian people, 22. The legislature, especially in the Senate, they let him to go free. They ate that money, the Grand P. Then, Prince, you read. Prince, I told you, one tactic George that knew that one job where you saw development. Prince, before I go further, let me tell you something. A building just surfaced. A building with a head of day again, Prince. You know, George was building one massive post and telecommunication building.
Yeah.
Massive. I said United Party you will suffer from some other. You're not claiming nothing. Prince, Georgia, if you see enough finish you, it just need finishing touches now. Heavy post and telecommunication building, massive layout. If you see that building, you say, what did Georgia got? Georgia was really fast. I said, Prince, they got change, they got brought developmental politics that achieved the whole narrative since 1847. I'm too proud. Prince, I don't get angry while Prince Johnson and cheated that election. McCarthy, why they got involved in the Liberian national election? They stole that election. Tell them we're on different path. If you see that layoff, they won't do it to come clean it. I say every project, and they say they may do nothing. If everything surfacing now, the local building part, they will not put him on it with no it. I say post and telecommunication building, massive structure, massive one. So as I was saying, Prince, the first step in your arrest agenda, agriculture is zero. We can't feed ourselves. The president keep on agriculture. The first thing on your agenda is agriculture. You're not doing nothing concerning agriculture. The bread basket of Liberia is low-fat country, the country where you from. Where you from? Nothing going on concerning agriculture. Road. He eat $22 million. You sacking. So print at you. The dishes with parlor, as you said, the dishes with a parloring already. Print, you go look. We're in the summertime now. Next 2 weeks in December. December, January, February, March. In reading season. In reading season, you can't do anything. In reading season, what happened? 3 years gone. 4 years straight. Everybody preparing now. Start putting political party together, alliances them together now for the political fight in the country. So it's moving fast. 2 years now moving fast. 2 years in the BOAKAI'S presidency. No signature project. No signature project. It's sad. It's sad, Prince. Prince.
Yes, sir.
No signature project. 2 years now going to that presidency. Nothing for their side to say, this is Mr. BOAKAI'S legacy. If you're not in power anymore, you say this is what the president did. This is what the president, Georgia can point to more than 30 different projects in the whole Republic of Liberia. A signature project, anything. Even he take loan from the Arab war, that his signature project. I saw the post and telecommunication building, Prince. Massive structure. Yeah, you're right.
You know,
I like that example you gave. You're right.
Where the Unity Party is, they've been exposed.
Yeah, they exposed. Yeah.
because we are not giving them chance. And I want to say thanks to all seditions. You know, I was telling someone the last time. Right now, my people, all of us are information minister, or we are all information people for a better Liberia, or for our party, or for President Weir that we believe in. Do not allow yourself to sit there and say, depending on, for example, let Honorable Samuel Tuwe can talk. Let Eugene Nangwe can talk. Let a minister can talk. No. Let us be our own ministers of information. We should not give this United Party people chance. And we are doing well. Exposing them. That's why you see, look, they are confused. For Bretta to get in car and start driving on the street, you must know that a rough, the pocket say a shame, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Something to make them relevant, and not easy. It's not easy. When they take we on their back, they think we are exposing them on the low. But people we're doing well. We're doing well. To the extent, look at what is happening. You think a small thing for people to be booing you, you passing with car?
In the buses, bro.
Thank you. People have discovered that you are a liar. You think to the extent, do you know that even one of the minister at the program, Sally Taylor, who is the minister now of transport, you know, you were asking the opponent to clap. He said, why all the things are talking, all the good things, you're not clapping? Oh, yeah. Even at the program, because the people were asking too many questions, but they other D, how the other D working? How we take money from the other people to do this other one? How the other one happening? Look, the people are getting to know. The people said no that Joseph Newman Boyka is a complete scammer. So they get time for that thing. You know, in fact, let me play you this video. Let me play you the video here.
I said 2027, 2027, 2028. They were joint shape 2027, 2028. More people resign from the Unity Party. They will resign. They will join to different political party.
Okay.
That thing will be low. They will join shape. They just gather in money now. 2 more years, 4 years when they gather good amount of money. They will join shape. We've seen the train derailing. That particular train is getting off the track already. Imagine you put the president in the bus, stay people. How can they put the president in bus? I went back for me, said the United Party propaganda. Because they came through propaganda. They think they still going through propaganda. They're taking I told you, the people on competition with the CDC. Nobody they worry on. The only person they worry on are George Weah. He's the only single man. Leave the other opposition party. I'm not condemning them. The CMC, Musa Belete, all these people. Where? Look at Prince. I saw one video. I got shame for Sir Joseph. I got shame for Sir Joseph. I know he want to confront. He want to confront one guy. The guy from what ministry?
Ministry of Public Work. Yeah, from Public Work.
I said, Sir Joseph. I will say, hey, man, I don't know him from nowhere. He's a betrayal. He's a betrayal. You that they talk from refugee camp. You that they talk from refugee camp, you are nothing. Because refugee camp, Georgia brought in the Republic of Liberia. May you greater that. Prince, they get something in left. They call rapid greater than money. I saw in Sir Joseph. Prince Sir Joseph looking pale. Sir Joseph looking pale. No charisma. Nothing. Nobody surrounding Sir Joseph. He looked pale. He don't look like the guy. He don't look like the Sir Joseph. He don't look like the Sir Joseph. I would say he unkept. He unkept. If you put on that video, people will be surprised. I know he don't unaware. He unaware on the street. He not even looking at multi-million. He not looking at a millionaire. The zeal, that spirit move from Sir Joseph. Sir Joseph, where was Sir Joseph coming? I say they probably were I know the deputy minister whatsoever from the Ministry of Public were confronting him. Senior senator for Monserrato County, Lola dummy. Lola really dummy. That way when you betray the cause that is there, that come, you cannot outshine your master. Who are you? They read book. They go read book. Let them go read the book of power. You cannot outshine your master. The man that took you from a refugee camp in Sierra, brought you to the Republic of Liberia, made you who you are today. Have respect and repetitions. You all over the world because of greed and power. You start just say you don't even know how to talk. That you are the, that you don't know how to talk because because of CDC today you hold on to power. I said, I saw that guy. I
Yeah,
said,
it
that
was.
guy left looking. Leave all that money. Where's money? Repetition is greater than money. We talk about integrity. You're talking about money, yes. Where's I say he looked pure. I saw Sir Joseph that old man. He unkept reality. Put the video or if you get that video, put it on. Let the father want to see that
Yeah,
video.
I'm having a video. It's just that I don't know. Something happened to my
Yeah.
keyboard here.
Ask
It's
that baby,
misbehaving.
please go to that video. You go see your Sir Joseph. You go see your Sir Joseph. Went from his own protocol party. For what reason? That's Sir Joseph read the book of power. You don't outshine your own master until your master lead the stage. That is Sir Joseph. They were someone who was thinking on that when George Weah not around, they will replace George Weah. That they come and yeah, that is someone you were in the corridor of CDC. Sir Joseph they would be vice presidential candidate. Probably they will hear it. They will hear the CDC. That knowing, please, I saw Sir Joseph. You guys know that in money mindset. Seriously. Hey, I want for people to go to that video. The public senior center of Montserrat County, they respecting him. The public web minister don't even know that he acting like he not even knows Sir Joseph. You will control Montserrat County as a senior senator. You get voice. You get voice in the Senate. You let that play in front of the public where I know that there's safety or tear in public way or that someone is super bad. So when I got shame, I say, okay, this is it. If you feel you can outshine your master, that's it. The man I leave, he even gave you a blessing. You try to make a lot of ugly statement against it. Oh, that the CDC people attack your horse for what reason? All of you will flunk, leave money. But look at Sir Joseph and where her name. I can't even hear what the Tomo Fala also. I can't even hear what the Tomo Fala then. I can't even hear about them. Repetition, Liberian people is greater than money. Let me tell you today. I know all are chasing money. We're looking after money. We're looking for money to be viable into society. But the guess what they call repetition is greater than money. As any read it yourself. Not me read it in the book. As that repetition is greater than money. Talk about integrity. For what you already rich guy, how you will sell your soul to the devil for what stupid reason because you want you get ready to speak, debate state, they will give you hard time. Then you won't you but then God said they left the party. Because they see people now, you all CDC going to know, they will say they won't hear that heavy political party, not knowing the real buffoon, heavy buffoon. I saw that guy Prince. I took different thinking in life. I said, with all the money they got unkept, he unkept this. You said, what? You see your middle near? they got that job.
My brother, I think time have caught up with us. And again, we want to say thanks to all the people.
When I'm dealing with your CDC people, then I know you can be happy with me small. You don't get a tell it.
We will be here, hopefully,
Me, I don't tell any truth. Me, I don't tell any truth. I don't care. They know me from nowhere. I know them from nowhere. I support the former president.
we will be here tomorrow. But my people, on this note, want to say thanks to all of you.
Saludo,
Jane, thank you so much, Jane. We appreciate your contribution. Vil, thank you so much. We appreciate all of your contribution, your comments, and everything you continue to do. I mean, all of you. Nina Kuya, how you want to say thank you. Frank Ogongano, we want to say thank you. 40 passed away. I mean, all of you. We want to say thank you for your contribution, for your comments, and for everything. Until we meet again, my people, join us on the King's FM Diaspora Talk
Yeah,
while we go there and do what we're
I will watch
supposed to do.
you. I will
Until we
watch
meet
you.
again, yeah,
Bye bye.
thank you so much and bye from our end.